For the first time all season, the queens enter the workroom as one cast.
It's a new day in the workroom and we're all relieved the premiere is over. I didn't realize being a drag queen would be so much work. My respect to artists everywhere. I also didn't realize my feet could ache like this. What psychopath dreamt up 9-inch stilettos?
Well, it looks like all the monsters are out of drag, and we're finally all here together.
The queens all laugh.
I want to bring up the mood after a messy few weeks. Can I congratulate the heroes? The trade is far too much this season. Muscle Daddy Alex, Hot Step Dad Lloyd, Langa Serving Twink Next Door, my BDSM Queen Midnight, and, well, I guess Diglett is there too.
The queens all laugh.
The mood is noticeably lighter this week and I'm so relieved. I went to bed last night with a tension headache after the double elimination of Monokuma and Azula. This competition has been grueling and we've barely started the race. I'm hoping for something a bit more straightforward this week, like a runway or design challenge, because trust, Langa knows how to construct a garment.
Well, that's very kind of you, Koopa. Muscle Daddy is a new one, but I'll take it in my stride. Well, I suppose congratulations are in order to Kaiba for winning the girl group challenge. There's no denying you aced that choreography.
That compliment from Alex was unexpected, but welcome. I sure did slay that challenge last week, didn't I?
Yes, congrats, Kaiba. You dominated that performance.
Oh, stop it. I couldn't possibly accept another compliment. You know what? Yes, I can. Do go on.
The queens all laugh.
And congrats to Lloyd, and myself for being in the top 2, I guess. Oh, I was just so pleased to perform well in front of the judges. I just really want to impress them, and it was so validating to hear it last week.
Not Diglett congratulating himself. Here goes Diglett again, looking for his Oscar nomination. Oh, stop it, Mew, you're being so naughty.
You really bounced back last week, Tiny One. You should be very proud.
Diglett thanks Alex. The queens hear the click-clack of heels and see Ash and Yugi walk through the door.
Konnichiwa, queens, and congratulations on making it past the first few weeks.
I'm glad to see Ash and Yugi in the workroom with us for the first time all season. They really are icons of the drag community.
I echo Ash's sentiments. Well done, queens. We see something special in all of you. We know the first few weeks have been grueling. The quest to become anime's next drag superstar is a marathon, not a sprint. Trust us when we say the real game has only just begun.
Games suit me just fine. They don't call me the king of games for nothing.
Don't they call Yugi the king of games?
Edward, please. He's hardly top dog these days. Once upon a time, perhaps. But nowadays, Sato Kaiba is the name on everyone's lips. What I will say is Yugi is looking fine in his workroom attire. He doesn't normally show any skin, and I'm digging the muscle top.
Kaiba, for God's sake, have you come here to win a drag contest or find love? This isn't Anime Superstars Love Island.
Oh, Edward, what makes you think I can't have both? There's so much trade in this workroom. Surely I leave this competition partnered.
Well, queens, we've lost 4 villains in 3 episodes, which has to be some kind of record. Yugi and I were talking and we think the workroom is a bit too empty with just the 9 of you. Don't you agree?
Oh, for heaven's sake, tell me they're not bringing back an eliminated queen. Flops don't belong in this competition. No matter, we'll send them straight back home.
That's right. Please welcome back a queen getting one more chance. Welcome back, Monokuma.
Oh, fuck my life. Ash, Yugi, we were having such a nice week. As far as I'm concerned, Monokuma is a scourge on this competition, and it will be my pleasure to exterminate him once more.
Fuck. I epically screwed him over last week, which he brought upon himself, mind you. Though now I have another enemy back in this competition. And last week in the Pikachu Idol deliberations, he threatened retribution if I didn't save him. I'll be watching my station very closely.
Well, I can see no one is happy to see me, and that's just the way I like it. The Chaos Bear is back, and I'm here to fuck shit up.
So I notice when Monokuma comes back there's a lot of eye rolls from the other queens and an awful lot of sighing. If Kaiba's stare could kill, I fear Monokuma would spontaneously combust, which wouldn't be the worst thing.
Welcome back, Monokuma, though be warned, as a returning queen you're being watched with a microscope. This week we're going to test your ability to think on the spot in our improv show. Thank Drag you're here.
So I don't love improv, but I've honed my comedic timing between seasons. Hopefully I'll get to play a witty bitch because I like playing myself.
Queens, we'll give you an hour to get into comedy-ready drag and then meet you on set. Good luck, Queens, and don't fuck it up.
Ash and Yugi leave the workroom, and the queens turn their attention to Monokuma. He smiles maniacally and breaks the silence.
What? Is there something on my face?
No, that's usually the problem. Not enough blush and caked on makeup.
Oh come now, Koopa. My makeup always looks stunning. Surely you can do better than that.
The queens remain silent.
Well, is anyone happy to see me?
The queens say nothing.
Oh wow, these queens really seem to loathe me. I'm touched. Then again, this season has taught me that allies are needed, so I'm going to be completely fake to these queens, win their trust, then stab them in the back again.
Look, Monokuma, I'll be the first to say it. You've revealed your true colors, and it would be foolish for anyone to trust you. Your goal is clearly to get as much screen time as possible and to be a shady bitch. I don't care for it, so don't bother getting to know me.
Wow, blue eyes, honest as always. I'm sorry you feel that way. Look, I've had fun this competition, though my game exploded epically in my face last week. It's true, I do live for the drama, but I'm not one to hold a grudge, so I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm not just a cunt for the sake of it, so I hope I can get to know you queens. And Koopa, I want to personally apologize for not choosing Kaiba's lipstick week 1. In your words, he is a duplicitous manchild destined for Flopsville, of which he is the mayor.
Who the hell does he think he is? Viewers, let's not rewrite history. I did not deceive him at any point. I told him I would save him with the Pikachu immunity idol last week, but only if he begged me, like he did to me week 1. Monokuma has no one but himself to blame.
Kaiba, Mew, and Koopa all go to say something, but Alex cuts them off.
Before an argument breaks out, can I please interject? I understand it's been an intense few days, though I implore you, fellow castmates, to resolve your issues in your own time, instead of letting them fester. I don't want this workroom filled with needless drama all season long.
Well, I guess we know who's going for Miss Congeniality. Petty Drama is my middle name, and I'll continue to bring it straight to your doorstep because I know it's what you really want. But I'll cool off for a minute to focus on my social game.
The queens split off into smaller groups and begin getting ready for the challenge. Alex, Lloyd, Langa, Kaiba, and Midnight begin getting ready together.
I decided this week that I would get ready with Alex and Lloyd because I like their energy and I want to know more about them. It just so happens that Kaiba and Midnight decided to join us, which was really great news, because Kaiba immediately started getting undressed to get into drag and, well, I didn't mind what I saw. Oh my god, sorry for being so crass, Mum. I promise I'll stop being such a horny 20-year-old.
The villains don't like me, and that's their prerogative, so I've decided to join the heroes table. Alex has only nice things to say, and I've already started bonding with Midnight and Langa. Lloyd keeps his cards close to his chest, but he seems neutral toward me, which is fine.
Lloyd decides to break the ice.
Well, how is everyone feeling about doing improv? I haven't done much, but I'm well versed at thinking on my feet.
You really are a man of many talents, Lloyd. I'm very excited about improv. I do it most weekends with my friends back in Armistice, and it's something that comes naturally to me.
I'm glad it comes naturally to Alex because I'll be honest, I'm shit scared. I'm a little socially anxious, and the idea of thinking on the spot with everyone staring at me makes me want to vomit.
I don't love improv, if I'm honest. I've done bits of hosting here and there, but it's been quite scripted. Any tips for those of us less confident?
Of course, Midnight. The most important thing is to stay present and always say yes, and that enhances the flow of the scene and helps your partner volley with you.
I'm thankful for the tips from Alex. I've done some improv in the past, so I feel okay with this challenge, but I really wanted to see how the other queens would react to me speaking up. I was concerned I would be treated like a pariah after Lipstick Gate week 1, but the queens seemed at ease around me.
Kaiba notices Langa is a bit tense and leans in. Kaiba whispers to Langa not to worry. He's confident Langa will do well. Kaiba then says he's excited to watch Langa closely and discuss the challenge later. Langa's face goes red, and he smiles to himself.
Oh my god. He came right in close and I could feel his breath on my neck, and well, let's just say I'm no longer focused on how badly I might do this challenge. He's just so confident and charismatic and I'm totally falling for it, but is that a problem?
As I expected, all I had to do was move close to Langa, and he suddenly got all shy and gushy around me, which confirms my suspicions. He's totally into me. Who wouldn't be? It's time I move on from Yugi, and Langa's really cute. I heard he's a professional snowboarder and skater. I love a man with ambition.
Oh my god, Kaiba, we're here to discuss your drag, but all you talk about is Lenga, Yugi and Midnight.
You're right, Edward. I should also discuss Midnight. She's clearly a woman who knows how to handle herself. Teacher, superhero, drag queen, social activist, and she keeps making comments about how she thinks I would enjoy being put in my place. I mean, she's not wrong, really.
For God's sake, if you keep this up, I will cut you confessionals for the next few episodes.
Koopa looks around the workroom and notices a lowland Diglett at his own station.
I talked with Blue Eyes White Dragon last night and confirmed the Hells Angels alliance was still strong, even without Azula. Blue Eyes said he couldn't agree more. We've decided to branch out and try to bring more people into our alliance. I think Alolan Diglett has a familiar chaotic energy, so I'm planning to get to know him more this week.
A lowland Diglett has outfits strewn across his table and is furiously trying different outfits. Koopa takes her place at an adjacent table and hears a lowland Diglett talking to himself.
I could go high glamour and play myself as a vapid socialite. That would be hilarious, though maybe too predictable. Or maybe I serve doo-doo clown realness and lean into the slapstick angle. Or what if I'm a mime, and I rely purely on physical comedy? I don't think anyone would think to do that, which could make me stand out. But what if the judges read me for not speaking?
Well, I guess it's official. Diglett's losing it. He's attempted different characters and punchlines, and honestly, it's making me feel dizzy just listening to him. I'll be the first to admit this was me in Season 1. Sigh. I guess I'll be a good sister and help him avert this train wreck. Hi, Diglett.
Diglett looks up, startled.
OMG, I didn't see you there, Koopa. Hi, how are you going?
I'm very well, thanks for...
I'm so glad you were saved by Kaiba last week from the bottom 3. I really think you have more to show.
Oh, I absolutely do. Trust me. I'm going to make the rest of this competition my bitch. Now, Diglett, how is your preparation going? You seem to be spiraling.
Diglett takes a deep breath and launches into a monologue.
I'm actually having a lot of trouble working out what to wear and what character to be. I have no idea what the challenge could be. What if I pick the wrong one and it isn't funny?
Hey, Bowser! Someone get this Pokemon a Xanax stat! Still, I do completely understand where Diglett is coming from, and I think I can help. Okay, Diglett, respectfully, shut the fuck up for a minute.
Diglett looks taken aback.
If you recall last season, I was in an advert challenge with Yurio, and I too had a million ideas. He was kind of a brat child to me, but he did teach me something valuable. You and I are the kinds of people who have lots of brilliant ideas. It's hard being this intelligent, am I right?
Diglett laughs and nods in agreement.
But ideas are only useful if you can pause, take a breath, and focus on applying them. So, I want you to slowly tell me your ideas, and before moving on to the next idea, we're going to think through the pros and cons of each of your characters. Then, you're going to pick the one with the most pros and commit to that character.
Diglett looks at Koopa in awe.
OMG. I can't tell you how much I appreciate Koopa. I don't know what I did to deserve her help, but she sat with me for 20 minutes before the challenge, and we talked through the different characters I could choose for my improv scene. We even brainstormed a few funny lines in case I got stuck in the challenge. People have been so nice to me this competition, which means so much.
Who would have thought Koopa the turtle has a maternal instinct? Not me. Being a mother sounds like far too much work. Don't tell him this. But I actually really like Alolan Diglett. He's a chaotic mess, but he's hysterical to talk to.
Elsewhere, Blue Eyes White Dragon hovers at a table by himself.
I'm looking around the workroom and I've got no one to join. Kaiba has inserted himself at the heroes table next to his blue-haired muse, and I've no desire to interact with him today. Mew and Monokuma have gone to one table and they're clearly plotting and scheming like a pair of backstabbers, and I'm not interested in being associated. While I could join Koopa and Diglett, the point of splitting up was to make different allies. So in the end, I decided to sit alone. It's where I always end up. Friendships never last. Maybe it's better that way. At least I have time to prepare in peace.
Across from Blue Eyes, Mew and Monokuma take the same workstation.
Well, the Chaos Bear has returned.
Thanks, Mew. It's great to be back. Let's be honest, I'm Monokuma the Chaos Bear. I deserve to go much further and I'm going to show it this week.
You're a master of improv if I understand. This challenge should be a breeze for you.
Honestly, I have few friends left this competition and it's only week 4, so it's nice having Mew approach me. That said, I'm not stupid. I'm sure she has a reason.
Monokuma takes a moment to choose his words.
Anything's possible, though I do run a highly successful comedy school. It would be embarrassing for me to flop a comedy challenge. Now, Mew, I've noticed your runways are quite spectacular. Tell me, is that your only strength in drag?
Shady Bear. I can give you some tips. It seems like you need them.
Oh, that was a good one. Honestly, I was tickled pink by her comeback. I'm not a queen who gets offended. If you give it, you better be able to take it.
Well, just so you know, she's also an actress and she's done a little comedy. Say, if I sign up to your comedy school, will I get 40% off?
Oh fuck no. I'm bucking that CDR trend. If you're paying for all this, Bear, you're paying in full.
Mew and Monokuma laugh.
So I had another intention coming over here. With the Pikachu immunity idol in play, I'm looking to build some allies. I scratch your fur, you scratch mine, you know what I mean? I've gotten in with Koopa and Blue Eyes, and I'm hoping to get the heroes on side. I was thinking of sowing seeds of doubt in other people's alliances to keep the heat off you and I. Shall we be in a secret alliance right to the very end?
Very interesting and very tempting. Do I trust her? Not at all, though I am curious to see where this goes.
Monokuma nods slowly.
It's the kind of game I want to play anyway, so I'm all for it. Though I agree we should keep our alliance a secret. That way people won't suspect what we're doing.
Mama's not stupid. Monokuma wants to keep the alliance a secret because it gives him free rein to stab me in the back when he pleases. But I won't say that to him because I'll likely do the same if I need to.
Just then, Koopa comes over and joins Mew and Monokuma. Koopa asks Monokuma if they can have a word. Monokuma nods, and Mew floats away.
Monokuma, I would like to call a truce. I'm still seething that you betrayed me, though I appreciated your apology in front of the group. I'm not saying all is forgiven, you little bitch bear, but you do have a chaotic cunt energy I enjoy, so I am willing to look past your little transgression if you don't stab me in the shell again.
I'll be honest, I thought building allies would be hard after my spectacular flameout last week, though they're sticking to this Chaos Bear like honey. At this rate, I'll be back on top in no time, and it feels correct.
Monokuma takes a moment to consider this, and then responds.
Look, Koopa, I really do regret my choice week 1. I mean it when I say Kaiba is a little bitch. He knows full well he owed me one and then shirked on his end of the deal. It's a weakness of character, really.
Monokuma says this loud enough for the workroom to hear, and Kaiba glares at Monokuma. He goes to say something, but rolls his eyes and goes back to his conversation.
Yes, Koopa, we're all good, if you're good.
Okay, but I mean it. If you stab me in the shell again, I really will storm Hope's Peak with my Koopa allies and fuck you up.
Monokuma laughs, and Koopa gives him a bemused look.
Honestly, I am still upset with Monokuma, and I want to hash things out properly post-competition. But Esdeath was right in her critiques last week. I'm still gonna be a messy bitch, but I want to be the bigger person. Oh, look at me going for miscongeniality. I'll just need to kneecap Alex Louis Armstrong, and I think it's mine.
The queens begin moving to the studio to record their scenes. Alex, Lloyd, Diglett, and Langa walk over together with Diglett telling them a story about the time he accidentally unburrowed himself full Monty because his dress got caught while he dug underground. Alex and Langa begin laughing hysterically, and the three bond. Diglett notices Lloyd has left the group, but doesn't think much of it. Meanwhile, Koopa asks Kaiba if they can have a quick word before they hit the studio.
Kaiba, it pains me to say it, but I wanted to say thank you for saving me last week.
Well, at least she stopped calling me man-child.
You're still a little man-child, but maybe you're all right.
Oh, there it is.
Anyway, I'm not going to owe you a favor, but you did do me a solid, and I may consider returning the favor down the track. Emphasis on may.
Well, Koopa, you're welcome. And for what it's worth, I think you're a total turtle child too.
Wow, who would have thought I'd bond with that little man bitch? Not me. By Bowser, maybe I really will be Miss Congeniality. Viewers, I can count on your votes, right? Please drop a comment for Koopa as miscongeniality on this video. Well, have you left a comment yet? If you watch this and don't comment, I will find you.
Edward, where the hell is Azula? What do you mean she isn't coming? She threatened to do what to you with her fire powers? By fucking Exodia, these queens and their egos. Alright, Edward, do we have anyone on standby for a moment like this?
Welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race Anime Superstars. I'm your runner-up from Season 1, Junta Azumaya.
And I'm your other runner-up and the proud boyfriend of Season 1 winner K, I'm Aomin Daiki. Say, Junta, should we lip-sync for our life to see who the true runner-up of Season 1 was?
2 queens stand before us.
It's alright, Ash. I wouldn't want Aomin to freeze on stage like he did in Season 1. I'll spare him the embarrassment.
You wish, pretty boy. I would sweep the floor with you.
Jeez, the sexual tension on stage, far too much.
Alright, this isn't Anime Superstars Fire Island.
This week the queens were challenged to overact in the improv challenge. Thank drag you're here. Queens, good luck, and don't fuck it up.
These queens are more together than we were.
So much more polished. I can't wait to see it.
Alright, boyfriend, come sit next to me.
With pleasure, babe.
Alolan Diglett, Alex Lewis Armstrong, Monokuma the Chaos Bear, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Langa Hasagawa, and Midnight Slade the Challenge.
Thank drag I did well this challenge. At first I was too domineering in the scene, and I saw Ash and Yugi cringe. But I took Koopa's advice to pause and really listen, and what a difference it made. My jokes made sense and the judges were laughing. Oh, I'm so grateful for her advice. I need to tell her in Untucked.
Wow, that was the easiest challenge I've done all season. Ash came into the courthouse with a DUI and left with a life sentence, but the real crime was his fashion sense. Personally, I think he would look great in orange.
Seto Kaiba, Mama Mew, and Koopa the Turtle had a good performance.
I'll be honest, I wasn't great today. Monokuma got in my head. I was so focused on making sure I didn't land in the bottom that I wasn't present. I hope my runway can save me this week because I'm afraid I won't be getting the idol.
Look, I know I did okay, but it was only okay. When I got on set, I felt anxious to do well as an acting challenge sent me home last season. I'm not delusional like some queens here, so I'll listen to the lip-sync song again, just to be safe.
Lloyd Forger had a bad performance.
My position in this competition is compromised because I really flopped my scene. Right before the challenge I went, to the, bathroom outside the workroom and I cut it too fine. My mind was elsewhere when I got back on set and as a result I stumbled through the improv challenge.
Monokuma the Chaos Bear and Mama Mew slayed the runway.
I slayed the runway as always with my floor-length regal purple gown. I was dripping in jewels, and you can't tell me I don't look expensive. My improv scene was okay. Let's just focus more on my runway. I will say Monokuma also slayed the runway. Who knew he had that in him? He came down in a Harlequin jester-inspired catsuit with one heel white, the other heel black, juggling rhinestone gavels. He obviously didn't make it himself, but he wore it well.
Alex Lewis Armstrong, Midnight, and Seto Kaiba had a great runway.
I surprised myself this week. I played to my strengths, embodying the sexy and confident female archetype. It's a good character because I get easy laughs just from a voluptuous breastplate. If anything, I think I sold the character too well, because poor Ash looked like a deer in headlights. And then for my outfit I wore a floor-length gown made entirely of black vinyl belts and buckles, cinched within an inch of its life. The judges never stood a chance.
Improv comes naturally to me because I've honed my timing. Ash was easily able to volley with me, which fills me with confidence. And for my look, I wore a pageant gown with sculpted foam abs built into the corset, serving even the dress is flexing. I saw the judges laugh, which filled me with pride.
Langa Hasagawa, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Alolan Diglett, Koopa the Turtle, and Lloyd Forger had a good runway.
I have a distinct point of view, and I served it in the challenge and on the runway. It gave, I came, I saw, I conquered. What else do you expect from me? Crown me already.
Great work this week, Queens. You served as usual. Ash and I have talked with the judges, but this week we're handing Aomin, Junta, and Kay the reins to give you feedback. We value our queens and want to develop them as judges, though the final decision will be ours to make. Junta, what are your thoughts?
I loved it. I honestly thought no one had a bad performance. I praise Ash and Yugi for the caliber of queens cast this season. And Koopa, what a glow up from season 1. Diglett, Langa, and Blue Eyes. I want to praise you for the challenge, you were hilarious, but your runways underwhelmed this week. Just keep that in mind going forward, as it hamstrung me in season 1 and may have cost me the crown. Monokuma and Alex, I saw you as the standouts tonight. Aomin, what do you think?
Look, you're all deserving queens and you've made it, so be proud of that. But this competition is about being the best. Lloyd, Koopa, Kaiba, and Mew, you were a bit forgettable. Mew, your runway was honestly so beautiful, but as we saw with Mewtwo on season 1, gowns just aren't enough. Lloyd, I don't know what happened, but you seemed distracted. Keep your eyes forward if you want to stay. Babe, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Junta and Aomin. Monokuma, Alex, Langa, and Diglett, you were the top this week for me. Koopa, I hope you stay this week. You started this competition so well, but you've stumbled these last 2 weeks. Don't overthink it, just pick yourself up and keep fighting.
Thanks, judges, we've made the following decision. Monokuma, you had the judges in stitches this week and it was a certified slay on the runway. Alex, your physical comedy is something else. Langa, you've continually skated to the top this competition and so far there's no stopping you. Monokuma, congratulations, you're the winner of this week's challenge.
Oh wonderful, and if I do say so myself, well deserved. Now production, please put the fuckwit Kaiba in the bottom so I can exact my revenge.
How did I let this happen again? Well, if I have to lip sync, so be it.
Good work, Langa and Alex, you're safe. Midnight, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Alolan Diglett, and Kaiba, you're safe this week.
Oh, thank the Egyptian gods. Fuck me. Too close for comfort.
God damn it, production, I was handing you great TV on a platter. Well, your loss, I guess. Maybe I need to cut up one of his dresses or prune his wigs.
That means Koopa, Mama Mew, and Lloyd Forger, you're the bottom 3 of the week.
It's an unenviable position I find myself in once again. I guess I have to focus on swaying Monokuma, and I've got a few ideas.
Monokuma, you now hold the fate of the bottom queens in your paws. I can confirm that this week the Pikachu immunity idol is still in play.
Pika pika!
Monokuma, we'll give you a few minutes to hear out your fellow queens in the bottom.
Oh, no need, Yugi, I already know who I'm saving.
Wait, what? He's not giving us a chance to plead our case? Well, we did have a good conversation in the workroom earlier, so I'm hoping he values our friendship and helps a reptile out.
Judges, surely we should get a chance to plead our case.
I don't think so. I know exactly who I want to save, and let's just say they're not serving house husband realness. You're just pressed Lloyd because you know I can smell the stench of your mediocre drag.
I'm not one to lose my cool, but Monokuma has tried my last nerve. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. If I survive this lip sync, tune into Untucked, it's going to get messy.
I'm sorry, Lloyd, if Monokuma doesn't want to deliberate, that's his right. With great power comes great responsibility. Monokuma, who are you giving the Pikachu immunity idol to?
Thank you, judges, for bringing me back, and thank you for giving me a chance to show you my greatness by winning this week's challenge. There's a reason that Monokuma's comedy school is blessed and booked, and it's because I'm a master of comedy. So it's no surprise I slayed this improv challenge. And thank you to Ash for being a great scene partner.
Yawn. You're not getting the Oscar, so just shut the fuck up and get off stage.
This week I've been bestowed with great power, and I intend to use it as such. It's truly a great honor to hold the careers of these 3 distinguished drag queens in my hands, and I truly hope to use my power as irresponsibly as possible.
Kaiba then says something from the back of the stage.
Monokuma, Can we stop with the grandstanding and put your dick away? Just announce who you're saving and get on with it.
Well, you've suddenly got a lot to say now that you're safe. How bold you've become. One win and suddenly he thinks he's all that.
Kaiba, Monokuma, knock it off. Monokuma, hurry it up please.
Of course, judges. Well, Lloyd is just not a good drag queen. His drag is basic and he doesn't have an interesting point of view, yet he's placed high these last 2 weeks. I'm baffled by it. Sorry judges, just being honest. Koopa has a win and arguably the best track record, and she should be proud of how she's done compared to last season. And then there's Mew, who's flopping the competition and not really living up to her name. Well judges, I've decided to use this power to chop the competition, so I'm keeping the weakest queen, and that's Mew.
That I'm gonna him up and then pin a ribbon on his corpse and call it community service. I'm done with you, you little.
Oh, that was absolutely mischievous. I know he kept me because I have the weakest track record, but I believe in my talent, so I'm going to step it up next week.
That means Koopa the Turtle and Lloyd Forger. I'm sorry my dears, but you are up for elimination. This week you were asked to prepare a lip-sync performance to The Day, the original theme song to My Hero Academia. Queens, now's the time to leave it all on the stage. Good luck and don't fuck it up.
The music starts and I can only watch Koopa. You can tell she's listened to the song on repeat. She knows every word and every beat.
Honestly, they're both kinda slain. Koopa is holding her own, but Lloyd knows what it means to be a hero. I'm seeing a completely different side to him. The clumsy father figure is gone and he's a man who knows how to embody a persona.
Koopa and Lloyd had a great lip sync.
Wow, Queens, that was very impressive. Take note Queens at the back, this is how you lip sync. I will now deliberate with the other judges. Queens, we've made our decision. There's good reasons to keep you both, and if we could we would. Though we've given one of you several chances now.
Yugi, if I may, I can see the writing on the wall. But please, I know it's unbecoming of me to beg, but I have more to show. I've had a stumble this week, but I promise I've got lots of fight.
Alolan Diglett then burrows on stage.
Judges, I have to say something. Koopa took time out of her preparation to help me this week, and she helped me focus well for the challenge. She's a kind and congenial queen, and I implore you to keep her.
Judges, if I may, I don't make friends easily, but I found an instant connection with Koopa. She's a fierce bitch, and she deserves to be here.
Well, fuck my drag, I guess.
Alex then comes on stage.
Judges, I don't dispute the valor Koopa brings to this esteemed competition, but I feel it my duty to defend Lloyd. His career is just beginning, and he needs this competition to build his platform. Judges, I must implore you.
Alex, I'm sorry to cut you off. Let me be the first to say, I appreciate you standing up for each other. Clearly you've both left an impact on these queens and we love to see the sisterhood. Though we've made our decision and, as awful as it will be, that decision will stand.
Koopa the Turtle. You're truly one of a kind. We adore your craft, your sass, your wit, and your fight. You're truly one of our favorite queens ever on Anime Superstars. Though, unfortunately, we don't know if you have the consistency to go further yet. We think you just need a little bit more time. For that reason, as much as it breaks our heart to say, sashay away.
Koopa looks at the judges, and a single tear rolls down her face.
Well, judges, I truly appreciate this opportunity, and trust this isn't the last you've seen of me.
Oh Koopa, I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon. Of that I am sure.
That's exactly what Ash said when JJ was eliminated. Almost those exact words. Mama smells a stunt.
I guess all I have to say is, what the shell, Ash and Yugi? There's only one thing to do. Cue the warp pipe.
Well, Lloyd, you got a lucky escape this week. Shantae, you stay. Now Queens, put your feet up and enjoy Untucked.
The queens enter Untucked, and Kaiba takes off his heels.
I have to say, I hate wearing heels. Are anyone else's feet aching?
Couldn't have said it better myself. I apologize to women everywhere that we marketed them to you as fashion.
The queens take a beat, and Midnight jumps in.
Well, congratulations, Monokuma. It takes nerve to come back and immediately win the challenge.
Thanks Midnight, though I'm not surprised if I'm honest. I knew coming in here I would dominate comedy challenges. Now that the girl group is done, good luck stopping me.
The queens look at each other. and Kaiba rolls his eyes.
Do you have something to say, Kaiba?
Not really. Good for you winning this week, I guess. I thought I overheard you and Koopa rekindling this week. It seems curious you saved Mew, and not her.
Well, you'd know all about making a strategic move, Kaiba. Koopa and I rekindled our friendship. That's true, but she already has a win. So I decided to put the competition in the bottom. Honestly, I thought she'd wipe the floor with Lloyd. I'm quite sad to see her go. Lloyd, you don't really do it for me as a drag queen. I don't think you have anything to offer this competition. We've seen your drag 100 times over, and you're just serving mediocrity to the Maximus.
Oh, interesting. The Chaos Bear is trying to bait me and diminish my reputation. Let me think back to the dossier I saw on him. Ah yes, his weakness is his pride. I'm the right one for you, little bear. Buckle up, Lloyd is mad.
The queens all look at Lloyd, and Alex looks like he's about to say something. Lloyd then speaks up.
Monokuma, you're absolutely entitled to your opinions. But keep in mind, you have no credibility here. You've already been eliminated and you treat your friends like toys you can discard when you're bored of them. You have no friends here because we see you for what you are, a narcissistic bear who hides his insecurity by putting others down. Honestly, I don't hate you, I just feel sorry for you.
Oh snap, not the I pity you card. Viewers, I know he's an ally of mine, but you should have seen how his face cracked. He was pressed. He clearly thought Lloyd was an easy target, but Lloyd clapped back.
Monokuma seems momentarily stunned, and Alex uses the silence to take control of the conversation before Monokuma can speak.
Well, Lloyd, I for one am exceedingly glad to have you still here. Let's leave the drama at the door for now and raise a toast to Koopa the Turtle. She redeemed herself from last season, and I think that deserves a cheer.
The queens cheers to Koopa, except for Monokuma, who narrows his eyes at Lloyd. Kaiba then asks if he can have a word in private with Blue Eyes.
Even though Alex was able to redirect the conversation, you can feel the fury emanating from Monokuma, and I just know this beef isn't over.
Blue Eyes hesitates, but decides to hear Kaiba out, and they move to a private corner.
Blue Eyes, I've been thinking about what Alex said this morning. I know I've said and done some things I'm not proud of. Do you think there's any chance we can talk through this issue between us?
I can think of nothing less I want from Kaiba than an apology. It would be condescending and insincere. Though I'm not going to make a scene, so I'll hear him out.
Look, I know things ended badly between us.
The master of understatement as usual.
Hey, I'm trying to talk things out here. Get off my back and give me a chance.
Blue Eyes narrows his eyes but says nothing.
I know now I should have handled things differently. At the time, I was angry that you kept disregarding my advice, and that, as a member of the Obelisk dynasty, you were not performing to the standard I had set in my mind.
That's just it. Your standards were always unrealistic. Do you know how hard it was to feel like I measured up? I tried my best, Seto, but that was never good enough for you. And what did you do when I didn't measure up? You abandoned me just as your adoptive father did to you. You told me I wasn't good enough at a time I needed you the most. I needed you to support me, not abandon me. You're just like your father, and that's why I want nothing to do with you.
Kaiba's eyes go wide and he looks pale. He stands there for
I can see that now, and
silent. Blue Eyes notices beads of sweat forming on Kaiba's head, and Kaiba clutches at his shirt. Kaiba looks unsteady on his feet and stumbles toward a wall, slumping onto the floor. Blue Eyes is too stunned to speak, but gets snapped out of it when Alex comes over to check on the two of them. Alex's eyes go wide, and he calls for a medic.
Thank you to the fans of Anime Superstars. We truly appreciate you. Please like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode. Also, please consider joining the Discord server in the link below and consider supporting other cartoon drag race creators like me.